By far, the number one question that I get asked about War and Order is, what do I spend my money on? And so the question comes from low spenders, in which I would consider anyone who spends less than like $200 a month, I would say is kind of on the low end. Anyone from 200 to about 500, I would say is like the average medium spender. And anyone over 500 in a month, I would consider to be like the high roller or the big spender. So I get asked by all of them, even the big spenders, still want to spend on the right things. So I get asked all the time. And so, hey guys, this is Heretic. And in this video, I'm going to go over, my guide, my recommendations for how you should spend. If you're going to spend, what you should spend your money on, with two different distinctions. I'm going to have one for what I consider to be the new player. This would be anyone from castle level 1 to castle level 30. So you're just building up. You haven't gotten to Azurite yet. And then what I consider to be kind of the older, the mature player would be anyone over level 30. So once you get to level 30 and above, the way that you spend will change a little. But before we get started, if you're a fan of War and Order and of mobile games in general, you're in the right place, because I release between 3 and 5 videos per week just like this. So click the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe. And more importantly, the most important thing you can do is to share the videos with your friends and people in your alliance. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and get started.
This a threat, I get heretic, boy, your time's up. Destroy and test them, learn your lesson for your mind bust. When you the best, you never fret, just watch them burn. Gotta learn how to move and how to step, just wait.
All right, so for new players, and this is gonna help you so much, because I wish I would have done it. For new players, you're just starting off on a fresh realm. So maybe you've played the game for 5 years. I would still consider you to be a new player if you're castle level 1. So you're new on a realm. So what you should spend your money on is nothing. The first, week, few days to a week, what you should be focused on is community. Is your realm going to be active? Is it going to be toxic? Do you have friends there? And if you don't have friends, can you make friends? Can you find a good alliance? That's what you should be focused on. And you should be focused on building up your farms. So in that first week, just make a, make a deal with yourself that for those first few days, at least, you're not going to spend. You're going to wait until you're sure that you're going to invest in the realm. If you're not sure, if it's toxic, if you just don't get a good vibe from that realm, go somewhere else. Start over, start a new game, go to a new realm. All right. So, once you're there a few days and you do like the realm, or maybe you went there with a bunch of friends, so you're sure you're gonna like it. You're sure it's worth investing in. Go ahead and and I'm going to show you here. Go over here. Go to the benefits packs. Get the Supreme card and the Value card. Get both if you can. That's going to give you a reduction in, let's say, the 1.3 million food that you'll need to build. So you can quickly build up your buildings in your castle without having to use any resources at all. And you're still building up those farms, right? You've got all those farms to 15. You haven't spent even 1 penny on them. Don't. Their job is to get to 15 and then load up on Cav and have them constantly farming, constantly hitting elite mines and building up those resources that you're going to need later on. So that is what you do at first. Then otherwise, the only other thing you should spend on is artifacts. So you want to build up your artifacts. If you need to decide pretty quickly before you start spending, are you going to be archer or are you going to be mage? You can't be both. You got to pick one. Pick one, and then you can start getting the artifacts. Watch the artifact guide and pick. Once you picked your class, then go ahead and start getting the artifacts for that play style. All right, so, and when you do get artifacts, the only place to get artifacts that I would really recommend is here in the artifact exclusive custom packs. You have one for $1.99, then 3 for $5. And then the best deal here is 4 for $7. Basically, it's going to give you the highest number of artifacts per dollar. And so when you spend, this is real money. This is stuff you've worked for. Make sure you're getting the most out of it. So whenever you spend on artifacts, make sure you're getting a good deal on the number of artifacts per dollar, and the best one you can get is right here. All right, and so otherwise, what you should be doing is the rewards you get from different events, and from your Infinite Wars, should go towards your Lord XP, your Beast XP, your. Later on, you're going to want to start getting some obsidian, but you want to use your rewards first. You want to make sure that every week you get all of the Lord XP that you can possibly get. You're going to want to do your Star Ruins every single day. You're going to want to make sure you get these quests done every single day. And you want to, let me go back over here. There's a store here. And so every week you'd be able to get, 10 Burstone chests. You'd be able to get more Lord XP. You're going to want to do that. And you can get some building XP, which eventually you'll have the resources to build up. And the limiter that you'll have is the time it takes to actually build. But, using little things like this, some of the stuff that you can get in game, you don't really have to spend on that. So, and I don't recommend spending it. Every dollar that you spend on resources, on Lord XP, on other things that you can already get in the game, is a dollar you're not spending on technology, which the best thing that you can do is spend on those artifacts and get one at a time, build them up to 3-star, and then switch to the next one. All right, so that's your 1 to 30. So once you get to 30, what should you do? Once you get to 30, you're going to get this little thing called the Azurite Mine. Not mind, but the mine. And it will change your mindset here. You're going to want to get as much Azurite as you can. All right, so you're going to be addicted to Azurite because it's going to be needed for everything. Every building above level 30, research in high technology, your Mystic College. So these are super important skills that you'll get that you can train. They all require Azurite. So you're going to want to get as much Azurite as you possibly can. So you're going to want to come over and you're going to want to find things like this. So this is a weekly deal. So every week you can get this. And wait, this isn't the one. This one. So every week you can get this 350 Azurite for $5, which is, you can get 70 per dollar. So you're going to be hard pressed to get more than 70 Azurite per dollar. If I look here in the limited, here I'm getting 48 Azurite per dollar here, which isn't a bad deal. Anything, around 50 Azurite per dollar is pretty good. You want to go with the low packs. So in general, in War and Order, the low packs are going to give you the most number per the dollar. And as you get high up to 99, you're getting less of a real deal. So this is, for example, $100 for 450 recruitment speed ups, right? Which you don't want to buy recruitment speed ups, but this would be what, 45 per dollar? No, wait, no, 4.5 per dollar. So look here, this is 10 per dollar. So, it's less than half per dollar, when you get towards the end. So you want to look on your Azurite, you want to make sure you're getting a high number of Azurite per the dollar spent. And so this weekly is a really good one to get. And in general, this is where you would want your hard-earned money to go if you're going to spend. You're going to want to spend on Azurite. You're going to want to go with the low dollar amount packs. And then otherwise, you want to continue with your artifacts. And the reason is you're going to get a lot of your other tech for free. So you're going to get, for example, you're going to be able to build up, the resources you get from killing monsters and from your resource store thing here, workshop, which I'm not doing right now, which isn't too smart because you should always keep this going. So you keep that going, you're going to get those for free. You're going to get them from rewards. You're going to get them from all over the place. And then you're going to be able to forge your gear up, and you're going to want to stick with either blue or purple, but you don't have to spend on it. Take it slow, move it up. Same thing with your Star Palace. So you want to push these up, but there's no reason to hurry. And because you're doing the Star Ruins every day, you're going to have a ton of the Ruins crystals here that you can spend. You can get 10 Burstone chests per week. Then you can come over here, and you're going to get these every day, these crystals every day. Hoard them up. And the reason you want to hoard them up and save them up as long as you can is you're going to get to the point where you have a 3-star artifact, and you're going to want to evolve it to get its special skill. So at that point, you're going to want to push up your Star Ruins, your Zodiacs up to get that power. And so you're getting this, every week. It's going to help you push up. You don't want to use your crystals until you get to the point where you absolutely have to use them. And then you will, and you'll be able to evolve your artifact. A lot of the other stuff you'll get for free just for playing. Enjoy the game. If you try to push up too fast, and other people will, you'll be at the top, you'll be a target, and you're more likely to burn out. So enjoy the game, make some friends, spend wisely. So I'm not saying don't spend because you want to compete. I would rather, the smarter thing to do in this game is to build up all your tech kind of low key, right? So you don't have a target on your back. You're not loud in world chat. You're just kind of rolling along, building up your tech. Then once you get your tech to the point where you're pretty good, right? Especially for your level, then, you have your farms going. You're collecting a ton of resources, then push yourself up, to that next level. So if you're at level 30, you want to get to level 34 so that you can get your tier 11. If you're at 34, you want to 35 so that you can get your tier 11 angels. And then the whole push is up to 37 for your tier 12. But If I really don't suggest pushing up your castle level, especially spending on it at all, other than your Azurite that you're going to get. And when you get to 30 and you're getting that Azurite, I'm not saying spend that on boosting up your castle. I'm saying, focus on your tech. Use it on your Mystic College. Use it on your high technology. Build up your tech some. Don't try to be the first person to get to tier 12 and you're going to be hollow, right? You don't want, in every realm gets that, where you have someone that pushes real hard because they just want to see the castle level on the map, right? They want to see this big castle on the map, and they want to look here in the rankings, which is the worst thing. So if you're focused on rankings, you're looking in the wrong place. All this tells me is they have a lot of troops, right? 51 million battle power, they have a lot of troops. I can tell you, he's level 37, his tech is not good, right? So pushing up too fast, and then building up a ton of troops without the tech on it just means that you're going to get hit in void and you're going to lose a lot of points. Or, if you're fighting within your realm, then someone's going to knock you out. You want to definitely get your tech and keep your tech up to your level. And that brings up another point. Like, as you're building up, don't build a ton of troops. If you're like speed recruiting at castle level 26, that's just goofy, right? You save your recruitments, if anything. Your recruitment speed up. Save it for later. Save it up until you have a tier that's worth having. Save it up till you get to your tier 11, your tier 12. Recruit all the time. Keep it going, but don't speed recruit. Save that. Same thing, stamina. Save your stamina potions until you get at least to castle level 26. Start killing 26, or until you can kill 26 and above. Kill the 26 and above and get the scrolls that you can then summon when you get 10. Oops. Here. And you can go there and kill them. I'll show you what happens if you don't already know. But this is another great way, a free way, to get your Azurite. So there you go in, you kill it, then you get a chest, use it, get 87 Azurite right there. You also get resources on the kill itself, and you get some golden coins for conjuring. But all right, so you're getting your Azurite, you're working on your tech still. So now you're pushing up above star level 3 to star level 4. You're getting all the Azurite that you need to build up your tech, and you're slowly leveling up your castle. You're not going for number 1 in rankings of castle rankings. You're worried about the long game, right? So you're building up as you go. So that's my recommendation. I hope it helps. I hope that, something like this, if you're just starting off especially, and you follow this, you're going to be, incredible later on, right? So when you build up that tech, that's what you're spending on. Then you have the tier level to back up the tech, or you have the tech to actually back up the troop level. Then you will be amazing. You'll be a force out there. And that's what I want to hear. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you would have done, if you would have started differently. Let me know what you're spending on. And with that, take care. All right.